I'm sippin', 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 I'm sippin'.
Sippin', I'm sippin', I'm sippin', I'm sippin', I'm sippin', I'm sippin', I'm sippin'.
Alright, well, fuck it. This is Sippin' with Sammie. I am Sippin' with Sammie. Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't Sippin' with Sammie, you ain't sippin' right. Get your fucking life together. And I bought South.
I'm in the building.
And we in here with, what is y'all, 1/4 of the OLF podcast?
Us two together, yeah, it might be.
About a quarter?
Yeah.
About a quarter of the OLF team?
Yeah, you can say that, yeah.
Introduce yourselves to my people for me, man.
We got Sippin here.
I mean, you know what it is, man. CDF, the GOAT. I'm in the building.
I mean, these my guys, man. They got a dope podcast. Y'all been running for 2 years now,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Y'all everywhere. Y'all got a nice little following across the country, and I'm sure outside the country also.
Maybe we ain't talked to nobody.
Y'all ain't reach out to them yet?
Yeah, we ain't confirmed it yet.
We can pull them numbers up. I'm pretty sure y'all got them. Because no, when something's good, it goes. You know what I mean? And you can't determine where it goes. You be
No
shocked
doubt.
sometimes at who pick up on that shit. But I definitely want to salute y'all for y'all diligence, because 2 years is a long time to do any fucking thing consistently, week by week. Niggas know that, especially with 8 motherfuckers.
Right.
I mean, yeah, it was shit. It was hard. Like, we wanted to stop a couple times. Definitely, yeah. But, you know, we seen it through. You know what I'm saying? But, and that's the good in having a lot of people, because, you know, when one person might feel like, you know, man, this shit ain't working, you got 6 other motherfuckers saying, yo, no, we got to do this way. Like,
shoulders down, man up.
Exactly.
No, that's dope.
That's the good part about it.
No, I could dig that, because I understand the group dynamic when you have a positive group completely. You know what I mean? Like, that's what niggas is there for, to push each other up when motherfuckers is feeling some type of way. But, like, what was the original thought process behind starting the podcast? Who came up with it? What was the angle on it? Like,
well, it was my idea originally, and at first I wanted it to just be like on some debate shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was gonna be me and my brother Hank. Shout out to Hank. But
oh my God.
So I told my man Hayes about it. So he was like, "Yo, I want to be a part of it." He said he was going to just like mediate it. So we was going to do it like that, like you do.
Word, that's dope.
And then I told my other brother what we was doing. My man TT, shout out to TT. So he was like, "Nah, fuck it, I want to be a part of it too." So we started with us 4.
Word.
Started it like that. It was crazy then. Like, if you listen to the old episodes, like we was rough.
But did you ever watch a podcast before you started your own shit?
Oh yeah, definitely.
So you had a little bit of a baseline of what was expected, right?
I did. See, I had got injured at work. You know what I'm saying? And I was down for like 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I had to
preach to the choir.
I had to find something to do with myself. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like that was something that we always did anyway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the more I would see, like you said, different podcasts, other people's joints and things like that, it just made me keep saying, like, man, I know we can do that.
Do the same shit.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once I brought it to them, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they wanted to do it. We did it. And then it just evolved over time. Like, different things would come up, and we started talking about, because at first we only was talking about sports. Then we started, because we would have a Thursday joint too. Then first we was doing Sundays and Thursdays. On Thursdays, we would talk about other shit. You dig me?
Right.
And we started getting a buzz from that. We first we had it dedicated to strictly to girls.
Thursdays?
That's what I was about to say.
Thursdays was just for the ladies?
Yeah, I had to take it back. I had to take it back.
This is interesting.
First we had it dedicated.
Thursdays was ladies' night.
It was ladies' night. Copy that.
That's funny.
I forgot for a second.
That's smart though.
Right.
I fuck with it.
So we was doing that at first. It was just me and Hayes. Whoever pop up on a Thursday night, if a nigga free, they'd come through.
Word.
So we was doing it like that, and I wanted to stop it. We shouldn't have stopped it, because it was cool, but we started doing like more like just everything on Thursdays. Like, you dig me? We still would like touch on little relationship stuff, but we started bringing in all the
Lola makes the cameo. Lola makes the cameo.
yo.
Come
on, dude.
The way South perked up though, ball.
Hey yo, that was funny.
Hilarious. But no, go ahead.
So
Go
we
off energy.
we
Go
start
ahead.
touching like various
Clearly.
different things. Like our most listened to episode, and I think it's probably like over 2,000 listens now. We had a real heated debate about slavery. You know what I'm saying? It started with some shit with Kanye or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but then it turned into a whole thing about
I feel like I was there.
the slavery shit. Like if they was,
When he said, slavery
Was it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
Yeah,
I was
right.
at one of them Jones when y'all was talking about that though.
and so that shit was crazy. You might have heard that shit.
Yeah.
So, but that's a good joint. If you ain't listened to it, check it out.
Yeah.
I think the title of it was actually Cardi B versus Jim Jones. We was comparing they had this both had this song called Best Life. We was comparing the songs, but
OLF podcast, Cardi B versus Jim Jones is the episode, right? All right, just want to be clear for them.
but yeah, that's a good joint. Check that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much the backstory on it. And the Thursday joint started doing better than the Sunday joints.
Mhm.
So then we just said, yo, we might as well just do it like that on Sunday and just merge the whole thing like that.
Word. So
So-
was it any drop off when you decided to just do it on Sunday?
No, not really. Not really. Like
They
at
just-
first
they
people,
shifted with y'all?
yeah, at first people was like, yo, man, we want y'all to still do the ladies joint. People was saying that, but for the most part, I wouldn't think it wasn't no real drop off. Like once we merged it into one show, it kind of did what it did. Then once we started doing YouTube, it started getting better.
Mm.
So what have you seen through podcasting that you may not have expected?
Didn't expect. I don't know. I didn't expect.
I was rolling my bet.
I didn't expect all these people from like across the country just to be hitting us up and just asking us for advice and just respecting. They just respect what we doing like that so much. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying.
They want relationship advice from you?
I didn't expect it though. You know what I'm saying? Like that wasn't what I. You know what I'm saying? Like
That's love though.
No doubt, it's love, and shout out to everybody
That's
that
beautiful.
show love. We love the love, like I always like to say. But yeah, I was expecting it to be totally different. Like I thought it would be different from the city. I don't know why, but
Well, you can't
I
never
did.
dictate how
Right.
it's gonna go,
just
bro.
because I feel like it's certain things. Like when I see people like in the streets, like I walk down the street, can't walk down the street without people asking me my opinion about shit, wanting to talk to me about this or X, Y, Z. Every time I see somebody. But so if I got this podcast where I'm doing the same, you should probably check that out.
Yeah, well, I mean, then you ain't gotta stop for them in the streets then.
Not
Because I already said
necessarily.
it. Just tell them what episode to watch.
Not necessarily, because then you can
Nigga
be
be like,
ready
what I'm
for me
supposed
when
to do
I
about
come.
this? Episode 210.
If you know me, though,
30
you know
minutes in. Gotcha.
If you know me, you know I'ma still stop.
Right.
Nah, I'm fucking with you.
So I got a question, right? So being as though it's a collective, because it's a couple of y'all, is it easier to come up with content, or is it harder because you got so many different opinions to go through?
You want to answer that, bro? You want to speak on that?
It's a task, but we got a little group message thing we got with the whole crew or whatever, and we threw things out there during the week, and then when
Okay.
we come together on that Sunday morning or whatever, we
Move your mic
go
up a
down the
little bit.
list, and then we come
Right.
what we gonna use or whatever.
Move your mic up a
Something
little
might
bit.
not make it, or
Or
we
y'all
just
might be
use the
just-
next show. Or,
Right,
you know
right,
what I'm
right,
saying? It become difficult sometimes because sometimes them the ideas might not even come through Friday and then show Sunday. You know what I'm saying? But we make way sometimes. Honestly, we freestyled a couple shows just off of 2 questions or something, and it just ran because of the
Because that's what I was
The
going to
topic
say.
is
How do
conversation we
you,
had off of the topic.
knowing that you might not hit every topic, how do you prioritize where you start at, where you go from? Does it shift based on, do y'all take turns? Like, who decides how the flow goes?
Well, usually either me or Haim asks the questions. You dig
That's
me?
what I noticed for the most part.
And sometimes, if somebody has a certain question that's like somewhat got to be explained. You know what I'm saying? We'll let the person who came up with the question kind of go ahead and give it.
Yeah, you go ahead and handle that.
Yeah,
be clear.
because I don't want to fuck your words
Yeah,
up.
you
with
misrepresented them.
You know what
We
I'm saying?
answering the wrong shit.
So if it's something
Yeah.
like that, then we'll rock like that. But for the most part, like Sim said, to me, I think it makes it easy because, you know, especially as long as everybody is coming up with something or bringing something, you dig me? Now we gonna have a lot to chop from. At least we know, all right, even if we don't like these three or whatever, like some joints be like no brainers. Yeah, we definitely talking about that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the joints that be up in the air, like I don't really like that. Then we'll be like, yo, all right, vote real quick. You like it or you don't? You know what I'm saying? 4 niggas say no. You know what I mean? 3 niggas say yeah. All right, we ain't doing that joint.
And I know, like, why you saying that, it probably seems simple because that it seems like common sense, but
We're
group
going through it.
dynamics is
Right.
important.
Oh,
as
for
fuck,
sure,
bro.
for sure.
Making sure
if you
people
were
feel
there,
included
like,
in
if you were
decisions.
there while we trying to do it, you probably get frustrated. Nobody's paying attention, and they just yelling, "Yo, we gonna do this today or what?" Come on, man. All right, we gonna do it.
Is it any topics that's off limits?
No,
No,
out
they
of
draw.
left field. That's
No,
what
they draw.
We look for.
That's their point.
We look for the home
Right
run.
now, I just want them to explain that. I want them to explain that.
I mean, we looking for the home run. What you want to talk about? What the viewers want to hear? We ask them all the time. What y'all want to talk about? What y'all want us to talk about? Like,
Right.
Yeah,
we ain't ducking.
we free. Write us. Leave it on our YouTube, whatever. You know what I mean? We definitely we engage. We with it. If y'all bring it up, bring it to our attention. Something you think we ain't addressing, we'll bring it to the table for sure.
Who handles the majority of your marketing and stuff online?
Heineken.
Shout out to Heineken, man. Heineken, man. We
That's-
love you,
that's
bro.
just the plug.
We love you,
Say
bro.
that.
Saying,
It's very important. Super
keeping
important.
it active and just keeping our name in everybody's face.
And making sure you engage and comment back to the people and all that cool
Absolutely.
shit. Yeah.
He Twitter fingers.
I mean, you know, I was there the other day. He was content.
Absolutely.
For the all week.
Absolutely.
And,
What he
I'm
said,
with him
right,
on it.
right.
Because like I said, you got
Right,
plan
right.
for it. Let's
We
do
need
it.
likes, rates, and subscribers. Every Hype on it, man.
And
He
on
definitely
it.
is.
While we talking about that, don't forget to follow us at Out of Left Field Podcast.
Absolutely.
Y'all can follow me at OLF Podcast 717
At your boy 32B.
and follow us on YouTube at Out of Left Field Podcast,
OL
SoundCloud,
Gotta
Apple Music.
gotta search OLF podcast. They be
Right.
you know,
People
positive.
trying to, you know what I mean, swagger jack, but it's alright.
Yeah, I heard. What y'all Canadians snatch y'all shit or something?
Somebody try to come
Somebody,
on
yeah,
some
you
bullshit.
typing out a full name. There's some others like.
They out of pocket. That's another joint.
Nah, I mean, you know, it come with it. It come with it like a great idea is a great idea. And
Right.
motherfuckers, if they think that they could blow it up faster than you, they'll try it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna take it old school,
You need
man.
a light.
Imitation is the highest form of flattery.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
That
No
too.
doubt.
That part.
No doubt.
That part.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That's what I told Hype. Hype was kind of pissed when that first dropped.
Yeah, I feel like that would have burned Hype up. I feel
Yeah.
like that burned him up. Damn.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
Shout out my guy, man. He
Yeah.
passionate about what y'all got going on, though.
He
So
is.
Sure.
that's why
for
it's
sure.
good that he's the one that's in that seat.
That's
You know what I mean?
That's another
Absolutely.
thing I was getting ready to say about the group dynamic. That's
Mhm.
another good part about it because certain people might not be good in a certain area or comfortable in a certain area where another person is. So therefore, like everybody
each other
can
out.
play a part. Yeah, and everybody is it's like a puzzle. You know what I'm saying? This piece don't look like this piece, but they go together. So you
Now,
know.
y'all got a famous quote hashtag. It's called "Shoulders Down,"
Shoulders down.
and it's hilarious to me because I went to an earlier podcast and I didn't really hear it. And then after a while, we was at the basketball court and I heard it all day, and I was like, "Yo, shoulders down," and I fucks with it. And then we did y'all joint, and I got to say it on y'all podcast. That was a moment.
Yo,
for
hold
me.
up, but I didn't know till we got to your podcast. And yesterday I was talking to somebody, and I was like, "Oh, shoulders down, yo!" I killed them with that. They was like, "Yo."
They was sick
You
one.
watched it
They had the sick
immediately,
look with the shock look.
He's the reason for shoulders down.
Hey man, Thank
came
you.
because
So you the
of him.
problem child?
thank you. No, it wasn't that.
He's
It was
not. It was
just
his first time.
it was just something
that day
that
he was
went on.
one.
I didn't agree with, and I wouldn't let it slide. So I mean, I had to put my shoulders down.
Usually, yo, it was funny, yo. That was the day, yo, because like I said, like we came a long way with this joint. Like we just, like I said, it was an idea I had. I talked to them about it. We started it. Then I just started grabbing like all my other homies. Like everybody around the table is like somewhat connected to me somehow. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, half of y'all is hood famous.
I mean,
like y'all got legends in your circle, man.
We ain't
I'm
famous
just saying,
enough,
like,
man.
y'all
They
not-
don't love us like they say they do.
Yeah,
man.
man. Well, you know that's always the situation.
Right.
You know what I mean? You never as
Love
great as they
never
say you
was-
are. You never as bad as they like. That shit is that come with the
But
territory.
I love my gang though.
I heard that.
Yeah,
Hey,
man,
But the
love my
reason I
gang.
mentioned the shoulders down thing is because I think when you have a group of 8 and plus guests, yo, eight members plus y'all
guests.
have guests on and
Right.
all of that.
Mhm.
You need a dynamic to where you can keep some kind of order
No doubt.
without looking like we constantly checking each other on
Absolutely.
camera
And
blatantly.
That was the thing about
And
it.
I think that's
yeah.
a brilliant way to do that shit on the
Yeah.
com.
That
Like
was exactly
I felt
what
that.
said about that, bro. That's
Cause
that's
sometimes
the
it
great
get
thing.
there, like
No
you be
doubt.
yo nigga,
Yeah.
and you don't want to
Yeah.
have to do that to
Yeah,
niggas.
Mhm.
Everybody grown,
And
everybody a
that shit-
man. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna do niggas like that
I
on
don't know
camera.
why, but that shit just became so popular. Like everybody just started saying.
Cause it makes
Because it makes
sense.
sense.
As soon as you see
It
a
makes
nigga out,
sense.
nigga like,
Where's
yo, man,
the
slow it
t-shirts?
down.
Especially-
Like it
Yeah,
makes
we-
sense.
like-
The t-shirts will be coming soon.
especially
Like you
when I-
tipping.
like when I
Y'all should have the lighters out.
When I
Like
explain what that mean to certain people and like, and you know what I'm saying? I show them like you.
then what's the name say?
when
His
they
daughter
get it,
told him
like-
that shit.
Yeah, kids. The
He
kids
said his
hot
daughter
dog,
was like,
yeah.
all right, shoulders down. Yo, that would burn
That
me
shit went
up.
fly. Shoulders down going viral.
After I
on-
finished laughing.
That's going.
That would burn me up.
universal.
Somebody
No.
gotta do a shoulders down funny video for a skit.
Matter of fact, I just mentioned t-shirts. Let me get into this. I got a gift bag, Si.
I see.
Hold up. See my gift bag. I ain't open it yet.
I see.
Yeah, y'all gotta make sure y'all follow my clothing line on
Yeah,
the gram.
tell them what this is.
At ASPHALT MONARKS.
Mm-hmm. I got you. Asphalt Monarchs.
No,
Asphalt Monarchs.
that's
Oh, that's
ASPHALT
tough.
MONARKS. ASPHALT MONARKS
You know what I
on
mean?
Instagram. Hit me up. Check my stuff out. Hit me up, man.
Yeah, it's a lot of detail in this hoodie.
Yeah, it
Mad
is.
zippers.
Dope. It's dope.
Hold up, it's a sweatsuit
Wait
for
till
the
you
for the
put it
record.
on.
Well,
You gonna feel
yeah,
good.
He got my
That's
colors
dope.
because I'm a heavy blue
Wait till
ball.
you feel it though. Like
Yeah, the quality
wait till
is
you
good
feel
money.
it.
Hold
I
up,
mean, you put it on, you feel it. How
We're
it
not
lay
done.
With your, man,
we're
listen,
not done.
That's good saying,
Oh,
my
we're
God,
not done.
man. Like,
That's
like
dope.
I said,
We're
man,
not done.
he been rocking with us for a minute. He show up when we had shit, so
That's dope.
you got.
Oh, and it's
support those
pouring
that
today.
support you. Yeah, no
You
doubt.
won't feel an inch of water on that.
You know what I mean? this thing,
That's
you
what it's
guarantee.
for.
you see it? Some love in here, man.
Yeah,
like
they're
this
doing
ain't
good.
one. This ain't one of them
But
things.
watch that flip pocket. Put
You
your
know
hand
what I
in
mean?
there.
Check him out. Oh,
Put
and
your
it got
hand
the.
in it though. Put your hand in the pocket though. Oh my God.
No, we Gucci.
gonna
Kid,
treat
We
you right.
super good. This the reefer. Oh, my
You
bad.
should, yes. I mean,
Cause you know I keep a sack on me.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all appreciate it,
man.
man.
For that.
Definitely appreciate this. And it's funny cause like you said, I've been fucking with y'all for a while. And when I come around, somebody always repping, and it always look flavorful. And I be like, word, I'm gonna support one day. Now y'all done gave me some. I still got cop up though. But I appreciate this, man.
No
I've been
doubt.
looking forward to having. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get y'all to probably go on fly day with this, man, one day and let the people see what's going on.
Yeah, no
on
doubt,
your
man.
side, get y'all a little
That'd
shout
be
out.
beautiful.
Y'all done got me fly. You know what I mean? Everybody
I'm
can't get
gonna
me
visit
fly,
you on
Si.
one of these fly days too, man. I promise. I keep telling you that. You gotta meet Feet Brown, man.
Yeah, you tell me that shit every week.
You gotta meet this guy.
No, I'm definitely wanting to meet him. You said he's a part of what's coming up with Powerhouse right now, right? He's in the pre-situation.
He gonna be performing at that show tomorrow.
Pull it back. He performing at the joint tomorrow pre-Powerhouse Pup.
Yeah.
What's his IG? How you can find his music, his videos, all that.
His
since that
Instagram
shit.
is at that guy Feek. That guy _ Feek.
Mhm.
So check him out. FIQ. That is.
Word. Cause since you
And
support
his SoundCloud, his music is the same. That guy Feek. Check
Word.
him out.
word.
Young
That's
boy
dope.
fire.
Yeah, he one of the nicest artists, young artists out here right now.
When we
He's
say young,
got-
what we talking like?
I mean,
20s,
Early 20s, mid 20s, some shit.
mid-20s.
I mean, you know, cause we old, so when we say
Right,
young,
right.
there's a lot of young under us.
mid 20s. But for him to be undiscovered is
amazing to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that about some people I know talent wise.
And I've only heard a minimum to what he heard. You feel me? So it's
it is what it is.
He gotta be heard. I'm telling y'all, y'all hear him, y'all gonna be like,
Y'all gonna push
They
it there
got
though.
feet.
Y'all gonna push it there. Keep supporting him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Keep showing up for him.
Right,
Cause
right,
that
right.
shit is important. You know what I mean? For real.
Right. So with your audience being so broad, right, and reaching all over the country, are y'all hitting the road anytime soon? What y'all got coming up in regards to that?
Well, Heineken went to Dallas for like a little meet and greet showcase that they had down there. They did that. We actually went to Atlanta, me, KB, Feek, and Slaughter. We went to Atlanta and did some things down there. Did a radio show, a couple things like that.
Word.
Hit the stew, a couple other things. We had fun down there, but yeah, we stretching out and we'll be going to Vegas
I knew that was next.
in April.
Yes, sir.
April
16th to the 20th.
16th to the
sir.
20th.
420.
Free
Smoke
smoke
free
tour.
smoke
Just
free
get out
weekend.
there. Just get out there. It's
Smoke
gonna
free
be, gonna be
weekend.
lit. We
But
gonna
tell
have
me
a
what y'all
live
doing
podcast.
in Vegas. Right.
Yeah, we gonna have a live podcast out there. Feek Brown to be performing. So get out there, man. It's gonna be lit. We gonna have a ball.
That's dope.
Okay.
That sounds like some situation right there.
Definitely.
You
Definitely.
know what I mean? And that's what I like to hear.
Both of
Because,
you'll be there, bro.
man, 9 times out of 10 I will be. But
Right.
you know what I mean? You gave me months to get a plane ticket. But that's what I like to hear because like it's so much. We live in a city that's crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We know a lot of motherfuckers that's going through crazy shit. We all affected by the crazy shit that go on in this city because we know every fucking body in the city. Like you can't really hide from it. So when you got a group of brothers that come together to do something positive, it's running for 2 years. You talking about traveling and touching the people. It opens up a whole lot of shit for y'all and the people around y'all as far as a mindset. You know what I mean? Of what's possible out here. So like that's dope as shit to see because whether you think the people are tuning in or not, they paying attention. They flying past your Instagram. They might not like it, but they see that you making moves. They see who you sitting next to. They see that you're doing something consistently, and all of those things matter because at the end of the day, most motherfuckers say what they gonna do and say that they got this shit
And don't
popping, and you don't
follow
never see no fruits of it. But if you see somebody consistently doing something, then you can at least assume that it's worth it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
There's some kind of win involved because ain't nobody crazy. You know what I mean? To just keep doing the same shit.
It feels better like when you get little things like that coming involved. It makes you like, all right, yeah. So like somebody is taking this to this, like you know what I'm saying?
Word.
So you definitely appreciate it. I do. You know what I'm saying? And I know that everybody do. You know what I'm saying? Another thing about our group is
Conglomerate.
like a lot of us grew up in South Philly together, you know what I'm saying? But like as we grew up, like we wasn't always hanging day to day with each other. We all stayed friends, but we like hung different places, so we all got different reach, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right.
So that's what makes that good. And then like I said, once I started to grab my other friends, I said, well, I'm gonna get him because he's from Southwest, so we can get Southwest. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get some because some from North. Then we can get North, like, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted it to be spread it out as I can so we can have as much reach as we can. And now we get all these different guests because everybody knows somebody that knows somebody. Like,
And that's the twist. Like,
so many different
the
relationships.
network is huge now
Right,
because
right,
you
right.
got 8 different motherfuckers plus your other supporters that's probably shooting y'all shit.
Exactly.
You know what
Right.
I'm
It's a
saying?
beautiful thing. Like we made so many good relationships through this. You know what I'm saying? People like you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That alone, you know what I'm saying, is good. It's
Well, let me
beneficial,
explain that.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my man Roland, man. My guy. I known Roland for years. You know what I mean? He was my
CEO.
best friend, one of my best friend's best friend. You know what I mean? So Roland family. So that's my guy. But he kept saying, yo, we got the podcast, you know what I mean? I want you to meet my guys. I got some dope guys. We're going to pull up on you on the radio station, because I had 2 radio shows at the time on 2 different stations. We're going to come through one of them or something. He always showed me support and kept mentioning y'all. You know what I mean? He'd be like, yo, and we doing this. And I'm like, all right. So I started peeking in on what y'all had going on.
He grew up on the same block.
You know what I mean? So I've been on that block a lot. We used to be down there. But because my cousin only knew how to drive to South Philly. He was from Uptown, but he went to school in South Philly his whole life, from Meredith to, you know what I mean, all that shit to Furnace. So like it was like that. But anyway, So then y'all popped up at the Sippin video shoot. You know what I mean? About 3-4 y'all came through, show love, hung out. Yeah, hung out for a few hours
Yeah,
with
we
us.
stayed for a minute.
Kicked the shit. Couple niggas made the cut. It's actually in the joint. You know what I mean? But like that was love because you know, like y'all know how many motherfuckers say, "Oh no, I'm coming through." That's your folks. And then when I get extra people that's just coming to show love, just like they came to meet me and then kicked it and wasn't on no shit. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times motherfuckers be uncomfortable. Like it get weird.
That ain't the vibe.
Y'all was cool as
he
shit.
told us like it's my man.
So that's how I met
was gonna slide.
the podcast.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I
Let's
knew
go
Roland. I've seen a few of the brothers around, played ball with a couple, like all that kind of shit. But like I met the podcast representatives that came out that day, and ever since then, I'm returning the favor. I'm pulling up.
Right.
I'm pull up. Why not? And every time I pulled up, y'all had something at the barn. Is the bar some shit?
At the bar, yeah. Shout out
These
to the
niggas
bar.
had a bunch of food,
100th
cake,
episode.
open bar, like everything, and it was deep in that
Because we
motherfucker.
wanted to be loved. When you come and fuck with something that we have, like, I want a motherfucker to leave and be like, yo, we gotta go back to their next joint.
But that's how I felt. But
You know
that's
what
how
I'm
I carry shit.
And tell somebody that you,
Absolutely.
yo, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
We don't want that joint to be on the tip, like, yeah, that joint was nasty. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And I mean, a room full of people in a bar just sitting around watching people talk.
Yeah, let them relax.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Let them get in
Open
their
them up,
zone.
let them wanna talk. Like,
Right. And y'all was opening the mic up too,
No
which was
doubt.
dope. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's decent.
Yeah,
Live
like they
show,
was
open
letting
floor.
motherfuckers come in, do their thing,
Right.
say their piece, all of that shit. And it was getting heated in there, but not heated to like nobody getting disrespected, but it was real topics going off. And you got random people with open bar grabbing the mic.
Right.
I got mad that day.
Flipped out that day. Snapped that day. But shout out to Poe. Me and Poe slid down on him for a little bit, man. I walk in with the sours. They got sours. I'm like, I'm good.
Right.
Good. Look, you reminiscing.
Yeah, that was fun, though. That was fun.
Y'all got
Yeah,
150 coming soon,
Yeah,
right?
we going. We
I was about to ask about that.
We trying to set up a live show in the next couple of months. So I don't want to say no date or nothing, but just give us some time working on it.
No, just get her done, man, and let
Hopefully
us
get-
know so that well, y'all could definitely slide through on my platform and promote whatever, however y'all want to do, and
sure.
but we'll slide, get some footage, all that cool shit too.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Ain't about shit. We
I
ain't got
want-
nothing else to do.
I want.
All we trying to do is build content out in these streets.
Right.
And another thing, like with you about you, since you brought up the sipping video and shoot or whatever, like since I've been doing this podcast, like that's something I had to like start doing stuff like that, like and like Roland, one of the people that was like constantly pressing me about stuff like that. Like, yo, if you gotta come meet
get
people,
out there.
you gotta do this, you gotta do that. You know what we come from, like just a life where you just don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like you just don't
Absolutely.
want to really put yourself out there just to go popping up at somebody joint. Like you don't, and then the way the mentality is in the city. That's one thing that I'm trying to help change now. Like you think, and that's what I say. I'm trying to work on myself every day.
Absolutely, but you being straightforward about it.
No doubt. Like you dig me? The mentality of the city is like you automatically assume that the next person gonna already be on some shit. Like you dig me? So
It's
it's
really true.
crazy, but you dig me? I'm glad that I did do that, and like I'm trying to do more stuff like that now. Like just be more open to like just more networking and more meeting people. Because at the end of the day, I'm trying to build my brands and all the things that I got going on. You can't do that without being out there to some degree. You know?
Well, I'll tell y'all a secret. If y'all really trying to get y'all networking shit on some real shit, if I'm somewhere, come there. I'll introduce you to everybody in the room you supposed to know. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's super simple with me. Like, I've been running around this motherfucking city long enough, over 15 years in this music shit. You know what I mean? From all type of angles, management, A&R, personality, artists, all of that type shit. And I've always been a networker. Like, that's just my thing. Because one night, you know how you got times where you like, I ain't clubbing, I ain't partying, I'm chilling. And after a while of doing that, you go out one night and you see about 5-6 people you needed to see.
Right.
And you ain't even realize you needed to see them and some shit. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, that was worth the $40. Like, fuck it. You know what I mean? That was worth getting in. Because this shit is something, I got contacts with motherfuckers that I need to holler at about what I'm trying to figure out right now.
For sure.
And it's always worth it. Like, but if you don't get out enough, then you don't know who you're in a room with sometimes. and then you looking at the people that's in the room that you recognize, and a lot of times they are on some shit.
Right.
But like, I don't play them games. Like, you know what I mean? I show motherfuckers love, and if motherfuckers is on some funny shit, then I ain't got time. So like, if it's something going on like that makes sense, come through. Let me know y'all coming through. When y'all get in there, I'll make sure that everybody that makes sense for y'all situation, y'all are aware of, and I'll physically introduce y'all to them. You know what I mean? Because like, we could break down a lot of this shit easily if we just show up and hold each other down. Because like, our podcast, we talk about the episode that's playing right now. Damn near everybody that hopped on there was like, "Yo, it's about motherfuckers supporting each other and getting out here and networking." And everybody said it.
Right.
The build. That's what it's about.
That's what it is.
And you gotta keep them links tight. Keep them links tight, man.
Yeah, you do. And I mean, at the same time, like, this is one of them things where like, even with that, you gotta know not to take shit personal. Sometimes a nigga say he gonna get with you, he gonna get back. My theory on that shit is, as long as you working, I can't take it personal. If you sitting on your fucking hands, I'm like, why this nigga ain't hit me up? But if I look up and you been busting moves and doing your thing, then I understand that. You know what I mean? I might gotta remind you, or you might get back when you got time. It's fine. It's business.
And life is life. I never hold like that kind of shit against nobody, because you never know what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if a nigga intentions is good, like, I mean, as long as I don't feel like I got brushed, pretty much. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't
and you usually know. You know the difference.
For sure.
You usually know, but people
Feel
take
it.
all of it personal because it's not in a timely fashion for them. And it's like, you know what? Sometimes it's greater later. Shit happens when it's supposed to. All the cool shit that sound cliche, man.
Right.
That shit be real. It's the reason it's a cliche, because everybody's saying that shit.
Right.
Because it works.
Oh yeah, them sayings, man. 95% of them Jones is spot.
Right.
Spot.
We was fighting them our whole childhood.
Right.
Same shit we fought our whole childhood. Like, that shit sound corny.
Yeah, you realize how real it is. Like,
Realest shit you ever heard. The simple when you sit still, it's the simplest shit that makes everything else make sense. And it's the shit they've been telling you. That's why Kiss is the greatest. Oh, we get into that. We can get into that.
We ain't got to.
The greatest what?
Rapper.
Ever?
Yeah.
Jadakiss.
Yep. Big was my best. Listen, Big was my best forever, right?
I love how he said that.
Right. Like, you ain't know.
Like, nigga, what? Hove.
Big was my best
Nigga
forever,
who?
but after a while, the longevity and the lack of just stuff, I gotta give it to Kiss. Like, he got too much shit.
So you went from Big, skipped over everybody else, and with the Kiss.
Ooh, I ain't skip over anybody. I just chose who I chose.
Just asking. South?
Oh, you know I'm rolling with Jay all the time. Like,
Is picking Jay biased?
No,
he knows how I feel about
everything. Is
that's
not even
because
I'm not even mad at your pick though.
And I feel you.
I'm not even mad at your pick because it's
a
Jadakiss.
preference.
Like,
Dig it. I tell him every time.
It's
He
just
keeps saying
awkward.
This, right? But I tell
because
him
you
every
said it
time,
like you knew it was an awkward pick.
Beanie
Like,
Siegel.
the way you delivered that, you knew it
It's
was
my
going to get a
favorite
reaction.
rapper ever.
Oh, no, I
but
was just
Jay
waiting
is
for this.
like, you can't
go.
deny that. Yeah.
Huh?
I tell you every time. Beanie Siegel is my favorite rapper ever. But Jay's the GOAT, bro.
I mean, I could say that I'm consistent on this, man.
That's not a biased pick. That's all. That's what I'm saying to you.
It wasn't. It was never biased to me. It's just like my ears hear this man better. I don't know. I felt that way in 98, 9, 10, all the way to now.
I can dig it.
Top 5 dead or alive, and that's off 1 LP.
Right.
Which one?
The only first one. You only had one at this point.
Still saying
that you gotta
Jay Kiss.
He ain't died yet.
Yo, I knew that
Who the
was
fuck
coming.
y'all want? Jada
That's when he gonna
Kiss.
stop saying it, when he die. You wait, what you want, my man?
I just want to know which LP you talk about. That's all.
Yo, he said that in 99, bro.
He said it
Ain't
in
no his fault. This shit
2005.
still hot in 99.
2009.
What'd he say in 2009?
Top 5 dead or alive, and that's just one LP.
He did not, bro. That's what I'm saying. Now you gonna put words in his mouth. Like, you see this war?
I'm just saying.
See what I go through on
Yo,
OLF?
crazy.
I'm enjoying this shit.
They put, that's one thing they do. They put words in people's mouth. That's woo.
That's what y'all doing.
We got a couple specialists of that.
At least we know Jay.
We got one specialist.
At least we know Jay the GOAT. That's all.
At least y'all do copy that.
Go, Root.
It's sad,
I
man.
thought I was out of it, but I mean,
no.
it's just
Sad,
gonna make
man.
it bad because you know I'm Hove. Like,
Exactly.
I'm just saying,
Why is Jay the
I had to
GOAT?
poke at that.
Why is Jay the GOAT, though? He the hottest rapper you ever heard.
Yeah.
Why?
Cause
like,
and I say
like
and
he's
I
done
told
it
you
all,
one
and I could
time,
only
I
name
think
maybe one or two
what-
records I didn't like
What
in
percentage?
his whole
what,
catalog.
What percentage of his raps would you say like he took from other people?
Took from or
Took from other
took
people.
references from?
everybody
Took
do
from
that.
other people, literally.
Everybody
See,
do
my
it.
thing about
What
music
percentage?
on
no,
some real
no,
shit,
that ain't why I asked you.
I feel like that's what
That
bosses
ain't
do.
why I asked you.
All right, what percentage?
Yes. You made percentage.
20.
I was about to say
15?
20. I was about to say 20.
It ain't as high as
I'm
y'all
about to
make it
say,
out to
right.
be.
Yes,
Like
Right.
it's super light. Like that's
Right.
why I didn't want to answer that way,
I was
because it's
gonna
like
say
that's an
35,
easy one.
but-
You was gonna go with?
35, that's a bit
35,
much.
That's a lot, yo.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
It's not true, is what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
that's what we trying
And
to
mind
tell
you, like, mind you, my J,
I
my
was being
J
generous with
argument.
20.
If you're not a J fan, it's not even fair for
I mean,
me,
I like
because
J
I've heard
shit, though.
shit that
I
J
like-
fans haven't heard.
I like Jay shit.
You know what I
though.
mean? Like
Some
I've
of it,
memorized shit that
anyway.
niggas have never heard from Jay.
Yeah, bro, and I,
So
like
it's
I
like
tell you,
I got a
think-
different reference I'm going
I
with.
think Jay the GOAT, and I think he underrated as a lyricist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So
Alright.
that's even add more to fuel to the fire. If you put him in a lyricist category, like that boy crazy with it.
Oh, what category?
See, that's what I'm saying. That's what
crazy.
I'm saying. He's underrated as a lyricist.
And I love Kiss.
How could Jay be
And I love
Right, I
Kiss.
don't take nothing from Kiss,
How
but
could Jay
Jay's
be
just
underrated, bro?
As a lyricist, he is. As a rapper, different. He looked at different. But if you make a lyricist, he
But
not gonna be named
In
in
a lot
no
of them
lyricist
categories, he
category.
underrated, because when you
Like,
really think about
'cause
it,
he's still
people
a lot of
always just be
shit.
like, "Well,
No,
nobody's
fuck
done
the
it like
stage,
Jay."
it's
They just
about
give
shit.
him that. They don't even give him all the rest of the shit.
Because
They don't
he's
give
still
him
a lot of
storytelling.
shit.
capabilities,
I was about to say about
none of that shit.
storytelling. That's what
All
I
they
was about
ever
to
say
mention.
is, "Well, nobody never did it like Jay." Like that's a cop out. Like really, get
Fact.
this nigga what
Yeah,
he
that's what I be
did.
wanting to hear.
He done put work in. Like all
Fact.
that shit's solid.
He done did everything you asked for. He can do it.
Listen, man.
He's done it, and it's
I know I
crazy
can't-
because my Nas argument is,
I know
if
I keep
Nas
picking
didn't
this
try to
phone
do
up,
everything, he'd have had a better catalog.
Mm.
His weakest points was when he tried to do what other niggas was doing.
Mm.
But at the end of the day, we all know nobody can out Nas at doing Nas. You see
Yeah,
what I'm
that's a
saying? Like
fact.
some niggas just gotta beat them. Like
that's a fact.
like Hov a nigga that could try a little bit of everything and master
Right,
it.
right,
Nas
right.
just needed to Nas the shit the fuck out all the time.
Because he had us.
Yep.
He had us.
He was his pocket is his pocket.
Yeah.
Right, right, right.
Like nobody's
And then
gonna
he
out
dipped off and
Nas
tried
and
to
be a
do
Nas. I
something
don't care how many
different.
Nas clones
You
come
right.
out. Nas is Nas, fam.
Right.
I feel like Hov was just like a master chameleon.
I mean-
he was one of them boys that like,
He not a businessman.
what's the
He's
Jones
the
that
business,
like jump
man.
onto you and take your powers and keep it moving?
Oh, you was some superhero
He was
villain
like one
shit.
of them
It's
Jones.
crazy.
This nigga, man.
This guy's crazy.
Man, that's just what I see.
In a
Like,
minute,
I
he's gonna
go-
start talking about gremlins. Like
no,
this shit crazy.
I'm
like-
just saying, when I go through his history, I just see a lot of that from him. But I know people love him, so it is what it is.
No, but like I said on your podcast, you got the right to your fucking opinion. And you didn't pick. You didn't say Soldier Boy. Like niggas ain't mad.
Right,
I'm saying
right.
it's a nigga
Like, you done
that's
got tackled.
debatable. It's
Do the
debatable.
sign
saying.
if you said Soldier Boy.
That's
Somebody
all I was
clipped you.
saying.
It's
You know what I'm saying?
debatable. It ain't.
It's cool, but debatable means it will be debated.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
I mean, I know nobody don't niggas be putting my man 20 and shit. That shit be insane.
Never.
But see, that's the thing too. Like I mentioned on your when I talked to y'all before, these lists is motherfuckers' opinions.
Yeah, that's
man.
they personal.
We gotta
list.
stop taking niggas'
It's
opinions
their
personal.
personal list.
Yes.
Especially niggas that's 22 years old
It's your
or
opinion.
48 years old.
You can have 50.
Like
I don't care how old you are. It's your opinion. It is
72
what it
years
is.
old
I'm
voting on
not taking your
Grammys.
opinion, right? But
Right.
you can make a 50 rappers list without Mac or Styles P. That's impossible.
No.
It depends on who
No, it's
you
not.
are,
It
bro.
It depends on how much music you have listened to over your.
You
lifetime.
realize, you know, a lot of this
It
shit
might
is
depend
regional.
on-
Yo, I listen
Yeah.
to
You know, a lot of this shit is regional.
It's
Like a
ways
lot of
different things.
motherfuckers
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
It
don't
depends on
get.
your age. It depends on. it
Niggas
depends
listen to
on
three
where you at.
six and three
It
six.
depends on where you at
The next
today.
nigga from
It
Memphis
depends on
and
where
the
you at
next- and that's
today.
it.
Yeah, like
Copy.
what
A lot of
what that
motherfuckers.
person, what that person did to you when you was listening to him, like
Right.
a lot
No,
of
I
that shit.
know
When
I-
people make their list,
I get
it's
that,
on
though.
personal
I get that,
opinion.
though.
And it's also what you
But then
basing
it's
it
a
off
list.
too.
There's
50
also
though.
a list where it's just
50 though.
absolutely.
I mean,
50
on some real
cent.
shit,
I'm talking about 50
Yo,
people.
unpopular
Oh,
opinion.
I'm
I'm about to
Nobody's
say, get rich
saying
or
it.
die. Get what?
Freeway
That's
might
my
boy.
shit.
consistently have some of the
Like
best
you
albums
feel
out of
about
any fucking other artist. Period.
Freeway.
On or off the rock.
Freeway 50.
Nobody's talking about that shit, bro.
Freeway 50.
Nobody cares, huh?
Freeway 50.
Freeway or 50 as a rapper?
Yeah.
Freeway.
Copy.
If I need a hook, 50. It's the
Freeway-
same shit 50
Freeway
told
on
Beans.
50.
50 said, yo, I make the hooks, you write the rhymes. I
Freeway-
got
Right,
this.
right, right.
You do. He told Beans that shit.
Freeway on 50. But y'all, man, y'all go. Yeah, we know what happened with that. Freeway on 50.
Freeway is a rapper's rapper.
Right, like, he's a rapper.
Yeah.
One. Because after you say freeway, don't bring this 50 shit to me no more.
Oh, that's why that was going. That was
I'm glad this
personal.
came
That's
up.
crazy.
That was
about
personal right
glad
there.
came
50
up.
can't rap or something like. What's
Freeway
wrong
on 50.
It's not that he can't rap, but
Freeway on
Freeway's
50.
a rapper.
For sure.
What? I might.
Freeway running around with Scalito, and
Sonny,
Scalito
give
can rap
me-
his ass
Give me
off.
freeway
and
on
they-
50,
yeah.
Sonny.
Oh,
He's
I'm
freezing
all
up.
day. I'm freeway.
All right, copy.
All day.
I'm going 50 Cent.
Now we know you fraud, but it's all good.
I'm not though.
But see, that might not even be a fraud.
I'm not,
Like,
though.
See how
It's
he said
50.
he said it with fraud in
50,
his
50
neck.
hold a special place in a
It's
lot of my
50,
niggas'
bro.
hearts,
I
yo.
wanted to say
They was
50,
all
but
in on the
I'm just going
mixtapes
off
and all of
of
that shit.
Freeway can
I know
rap,
niggas
rap,
that
but,
swear
like,
by everything
it's
50 said
50, bro.
15 years ago.
Yo,
Shout out
Get
to
Rich
my
Out Dodge
man.
Train
I
was
still fuck
so
with 50.
That was
tough.
the only album I
Hold
really
up.
fucked with, though.
No.
But yeah, but I'm saying it was still tough. You can't take it
The
from
only
him.
50 album I really fucked with, like, on some, the whole way through was Get Rich or Die Trying.
No
Yeah,
doubt,
that's because
absolutely.
of
Only one.
the politics of what happened with the massacre. But the
My man
massacre
Reek.
was
The
super
Massacre
tight.
was solid.
And then
It was
Massacre
solid.
was
one
Massacre
one
was
of his
solid.
most under
No, it was
What was the
solid.
politics?
Jones
What was the
is,
politics with the massacre?
you know, he got into the beef with
Now,
Kissinger.
all right,
So how
since
was
you're a
that
50
politics?
fan, hold up, let me
was.
ask him a question, because I've been thinking this for a while. Like 3 years ago,
Shout out to
50, no,
man.
probably longer than that. 50 dropped like 3 singles. It was around the time that Big Rich Town, the Chris Brown joints, and all of that shit came out. He dropped 3 bangers.
And he let
Nobody
it go.
gave a fuck.
No, yeah, nobody
What-
respects
why they
him
hot?
as a
Why?
rapper no more.
I ain't hear
Why?
Because he's super movie boy and all that. Once you transition to that,
Hold
nobody
up,
don't
hold up,
respect you
hold
as
up,
a
hold up,
rapper
hold
no
up,
more,
hold up.
bro.
Will Smith got a few off,
And who
25
says-
million.
Who respect him?
a
Who respect
joint.
him as a rapper?
He got the records off though, as a movie star.
Yeah, but
Like, I'm trying to
What
figure out
type
what,
of records
and I'm
they
not
were?
saying that the records. I'm saying the records was hot. I'm
Look
trying
at-
to figure out how 50
look at the type
didn't
of
get them
records they
Jones off.
were,
Like
though. We
everybody
talking
looked
about
past them.
Wild Wild West.
remember this shit?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
He had banging.
Them type
What
of-
was the
them
joint?
type of records
What's
gonna
the Chris
get
Brown
people.
record called? It was 2 of them with Chris Brown
It was
actually.
2 of 'em.
It was 2 of them with Chris Brown, and they was banging, and it was the intro for the show, which is another joint that was a
Yeah,
single.
Big Rich
I,
Town.
That was
I
the
haven't
single.
heard that
Yeah.
song, but I've heard it on the show. Yeah.
But like it's crazy because they were good records and nothing ever happened.
yeah.
And as a 50 fan, I just wonder if that's we leaning on because he's a movie star.
Yeah, I mean that's why. But people been stopped respecting 50 as a rapper when he got, like I said, when he got into the beef
I'll look
with
these
Kiss,
records
with
up.
Jada Kiss and
I was just
Fat
about to
Joe
say.
and them when he made the Piggy Bank joint. A lot of people jump ship and stop fucking with 50.
you know everybody blames him for dividing New York.
Yeah, they do. They do. And
50
you
Cent
can
ain't better
put it
than
on
Freeway.
him too.
That's all I know.
I mean, I see exactly why they say that shit.
Shout out to
It's just
Free.
not my place. I'm not a New York nigga.
Right.
But I
that
see
was
exactly why they
everybody.
say
Wasn't
that
nobody
shit.
really fucking with nobody for real. Clue was doing that shit.
Yo, my opinion, why Clue ain't never signed all them niggas? Why
Clue had
nobody?
Fab.
He never signed none of them
He had
niggas.
Fab on Desert
Right,
He
he
Storm.
have a
had
business mind, bro.
everybody on
He didn't
Desert
have a
Storm,
business
bro.
mind, obviously.
Everybody.
Or somebody.
All
had
he had to
his
do was
head.
get a light, yeah, I mean, with them niggas, and some of them niggas would probably still be alive.
Why didn't
Like Stack Bundles would probably still be alive,
Clue-
bro.
Clue.
Why didn't nobody take over?
That's
the
why we
Clue
see
game?
Dame.
Like,
That's why we see Dame cussing him out because he's not a businessman. You right.
why nobody
Rest in
took over
peace,
the
Stack
Clue
Bundles.
game, man? When we was doing the mixtape joint on our joint,
Flash and Only Volume 2 out now.
and you oh yeah, we got to talk about that too. You had the joint, right? You threw the Clue joint on there, and I always say like, damn man, I wish niggas did that now, cause now we get the DJ Khaled joints, and that's supposed to be like the mixtape,
But these are labeled.
and they got
produced.
motherfucking Justin
Bieber.
Bieber on the joints,
Because
like.
you
On the
I
shit with
heard
21
somebody
Not
Savage.
to
say
knock Justin Bieber,
I
but
heard
he on the
somebody
record with
say
21
something, I
Savage.
forget who it was. Though.
that's not
But they
exactly
say-
Clue. You know what I'm
They say-
saying?
No,
say,
it ain't
'cause
Clue at
look
all.
it, they say all the DJs got an artist now,
They do.
so they trying to push their artist.
artist.
They not worried about everybody else.
Because
you know what
DJs
I'm
aren't
saying?
allowed to break records anymore.
So
Right.
it fucked it up a little
The
bit.
mixtape game got fucked up when they invaded Drama and when they ran in their crib and seized all they shit. I'm the Man was one of the records.
Yeah, I saw that. And
No
no Romeo, no
Juliet
Juliet.
was another joint. But like ever since that shit with Drama in them, when they did all that shit, niggas backed away because the labels was paying Drama in them. So that shit wasn't even cool. Like they ain't wasn't doing nothing wrong for real. Right. You see what I'm saying? Right. So all of these niggas decided, all right, now I need an artist because at the end of the day, Payola got ran down on. Remember, half of Hot 97 got wiped out. Like this all happened recently. Right. So the Payola thing became a problem, and you're not allowed to break records. And when you in these clubs, you can only probably sneak 1 or 2 in on them nights. So that's your artist. You see what I'm saying? Like if you really look at the timeline, that's why.
Yeah, but that don't even make sense to me. I mean, it makes sense what you said, but it don't make sense that how.
It doesn't make sense that you have a big name DJ on a radio station and you don't allow him to break records.
Yeah, right. He can't play new music. That's ridiculous.
I can understand the new nigga got to earn his stripes or whatever the fuck. Cool, but like if the streets is the streets and the club is the club and the DJ has the ear, then we getting too much into y'all getting payola.
Absolutely.
Or illegally.
That's what it's about.
Right.
So you saying
instead
like,
of us getting the best quality of what we could get.
So you saying like they can't do it? Like
they're not allowed.
They're not allowed to no more.
Like Cosmic Kev, only time that he could play shit is that time slot. That's the only time during the day on Pioneer 9 that the shit isn't what's already programmed. Like they're programmed. Like glocawear's own rotation is programmed. We can adjust it. We can do different things with it. We can play certain shit at different times when we want to because the computer's there. Right. But like if he let it play, whatever songs are in that bay, they get rotated. It's the same at a major label, except if you come to Glockaway and your shit hot, we putting it in a rotation.
Right.
With them, if your label ain't kicking Radio 1 or whoever what they want and participating in their festivities and all of that shit, then you don't really get the 4 or 5 times a day spins that motherfuckers get. You see what I'm saying? Right. Like, it don't work that way.
An underground network, man.
That's what Glocawear is. That's what, when I do a lot of the shit that I do, when I go backstage at these joints, like the shit that's playing now, and when I had a Spittin' with Sammie's and all that, they gonna start coming out soon. All of that shit, that's what that shit is for. It's to create a vein for motherfuckers to be able to, like, really showcase what they fucking do and win, and have something legit to show they people. Right. You know what I mean? Because they could grab that clip of them getting busy and promote the fuck out themselves. It's like a highlight reel. You know what I mean? If somebody got your game footage, you want your highlights.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter who camera it came from. That's why we see them Joes coming from 5 different angles. It was a bunch of niggas snapping that shit. You see what I'm saying? But the thing is, we have to support those that do, and we have to utilize our platforms to push them. That's why I said, shout out Feek and where he at and all that, why you on mine. Because if that's somebody that you support, then we need to let these people that's looking at y'all on my shit know that that's who we support too.
No doubt.
You see what I'm saying? Like, we already, y'all got your finger on the pulse. If y'all got Texas calling up when I'm on the joint with y'all got Vegas situations and all of that, then everything y'all care about can move with y'all. You see what I'm saying? It just has to be represented.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even have to be packaged. It just has to be splashed.
Right.
It's very strange nowadays because all this shit. You see what we got here now? Like, a bunch of cameras, lights, and it's possible.
Right.
I'm up to it. I mean, I'm up to it.
No, I see y'all vision.
As long as it's right.
I see y'all don't mind grinding. Y'all don't mind traveling.
Right.
I see that it's enough of y'all that when it gets to reality of it, somebody should be able to make it.
Exactly.
That's how we try to carry it.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's
with
dope.
my situation, we a little boutique podcast. You know what I mean? It's only it's only 3 of us, but sometimes 2. But like, we have life shit going on just like y'all have life shit going on. So like, we gotta find 2 that can make it.
And I noticed that too.
Chemistry is crazy though.
Oh, thank you.
I appreciate that, but like
Thank
we say,
you.
we've been around each other forever.
Ever, never.
This been my smoking partner for a long
Ever,
time.
never.
You know what I mean? And when it comes to talking about business, life, and all type of shit, we the one each other calls.
Right.
When I get into business with people and I'm trying to figure out legitimacy of shit or how to make shit look professional, I call her in so she can get paid. You see what I'm saying? Like, so I've been in a lot of rooms with her, from the grimiest to like the #1 entertainment attorney in Philadelphia, dancing around the office with her to one of my artist shit. You know what I'm saying? Like crazy shit. And she's always been solid. So it's easy to talk to her for me. You know what I mean? Because I know where I could go with it. Like, you talk about, I ain't fucking think. She ain't trouble. She ain't tripping. She look like that, but she ain't really tripping.
I hate you. Yeah, we've been rocking for a long time. You know what? I'm gonna take the moment now. I'm getting all mushy and shit, but you've been rocking hard, bro. I just want to say like salute to you
I
because
appreciate you.
you really
You
been
got
rocking
4
hard.
shows and shit.
Yeah. Not even that. You just stay consistent. Like even when like you just always on the scene. Like you be taking my shit. Like you on the scene. But no, you've been rocking hard and you always supporting it. Obviously it shows. Like you always been showing love for a lot of people, especially me. So that's what's up.
I
Shout out to you for
appreciate that it's recognized. But like on some real shit, man, I enjoy this shit mostly. Some of it is a headache. Sometimes I got a headache. Whatever. You know, I drink. So, but like at the same time, like this shit is, as much as I'm showing motherfuckers support, it's selfish for me too, because I like being around this shit.
Right.
I like seeing motherfuckers come up with new shit and or being one of the first ones to be on or some shit. Or, like I like that shit. Like we don't have that, and I say this often now. Like remember we came up in the mixtape era, so it was a thing to be the first one with the clue tape. It was a thing to be the first one that heard the record or taped it off the radio because everybody was asleep last night. So you came to school with the joint, you dubbed it 5 times over so y'all could just listen to it straight through. Like remember that shit?
Yeah.
I still get to have that feeling. I get invited to studios. I damn near live in a radio station. You know what I mean? I do podcasts all the time. I'm around what's bubbling all the time. That's fun as fuck because that's the only thing that gives me that feeling. Everybody else has to wait till midnight when everybody else get the shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because that's the play now. My shit dropping in 3 hours. Right, midnight Thursday. Word.
I think that's what got me into like the managing artists and all that. You know what I'm saying? Just to still want to get that feel.
Real hip hop
You know what I'm
heads
saying?
love that energy. You know what I mean? It's like we came up where it was everywhere. It was like if you was cool, this is part of how you was cool was to be in the know. Now when they put everybody in the know, you gotta be behind the scenes to get that feeling again.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like on some real shit, and it's like it's a privilege and a blessing to be in them rooms, but I worked hard to get there. So I enjoy my motherfucking shit.
For sure.
Fuck you mean?
For sure, bro.
You know what I mean? Like I enjoy my shit, and something that's weird about all this shit, it feels like everything I've been doing in my life built up to this for the most part, and I get paid to smoke, drink, and talk shit. What the fuck?
That's
shit
where
is
I'm
amazing.
That's where I'm
This shit is amazing.
See, that's what we want.
You know what I mean? It's the
You know what I
American
mean?
dream.
Yeah. For sure.
So that's why, like, that's what helps me stay consistent. One, I know every hustle requires consistency. I don't give a fuck where you at when something's going to jump or pop if you stay on the scene.
Yeah, you gotta stay with it.
But at the same time, like, I enjoy this shit. It's not a labor as much as a lot of people might think it is for them or that they might think it is for me.
Right.
I be wanting to do this shit. I be mad when I miss nigga shit.
Yeah.
That's why I always say if I could be there, I'm gonna be there. My man be like, bro, you can't be everywhere. Like, but I told him I was gonna try to slide. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I be want to be there.
If you
like,
don't get that type of feeling, you ain't really shit. You know what I'm saying? You don't even give a fuck. You ain't even think about the nigga shit. You know what I'm saying?
no,
You gotta
like,
get that
I try to
feeling.
keep it real, like, but sometimes you need to let your body rest. Sometimes life happens or whatever. But I try to at least slide through, show my face, bring a bottle or something. You know what I mean? Make it easier when I walk out if I leave a bottle.
One thing about our podcast, right? And it will too. Your man will be like, that motherfucker, man.
Right.
Well, yo, I was gonna say though with our shit, like, I never planned to have guests. Like, we used to argue about that. I used to be one of the people arguing, no, we don't need no guests. Like, you dig me? But since we did start having guests and stuff like that, I am enjoying that though. Like,
And you seen the benefits of it.
no doubt. Just to piggyback off what you said, like, I am enjoying that, and I'm glad that I decided to like my shoulders down. You know what I'm saying? But
Yo, you vicious neighbor.
I mean, you know, I just, like I said, I just grew up that way, and it's just
You working on it. You work.
Yeah.
We all working on shit, bro.
And but one thing I want to do is salute the city and the guests that we had, because we ain't have a bad guest yet. We ain't had nobody come on and
That's
like
dope.
That's what's
be on
up.
no nut shit. So salute to everybody that came on.
Well,
Like,
shit.
I
When
wouldn't
a
name
nigga
them, I
walk
wouldn't
in a
name
room
everybody.
with 7 thick motherfuckers and a tall nigga, I don't
Right.
think he gonna talk so much shit.
Right.
Then you got randoms. You got the sound guy. You got the video guy. You got
Right.
yo. I'm more scared of them because why the fuck y'all so cool with them?
Right.
Like, yeah, man, I peeped the scene. Ain't nobody coming in starting no shit. Fuck is you talking about? Like I said, niggas got
Ain't nobody
names
going out
already.
of left field.
Salute to everybody that came.
No,
though,
that's
man,
dope, though.
They held, but everybody held it. Like, ain't nobody like be all standoffish. Or you just know how it could be. You know what I'm saying? Everybody came.
So everybody else got their shoulders down.
Yeah, everybody.
It's been all
I feel like I
love.
said. I feel like that ties into what I just said.
Right.
Niggas
right,
coming
right.
like, yeah. So, word. What we doing?
Yeah, they fall right in place for the most part.
No, but I mean,
And
it's a
now-
privilege to be on somebody else's platform, so they should give y'all that anyway.
Now it's
Regardless.
like,
I'm just joking.
and now it's like we then graduated so much, like where we having other.
Don't lose the
podcasts
light,
on. We having rappers come on. We having comedians come on. We having just all types of different motherfuckers come on. Like, you know what I mean? So
That's what's up.
it's just it's getting to be something. Like I said, I'm enjoying the process.
No, it's dope, man. And like, what people don't realize, I just went to that damn meeting. What they say, as far as marketing dollars go, radio is like 30 billion.
Right.
Fucking
It's still 13 bill in
newspaper and
newspapers.
magazines is still 13 and 12 billion.
Mhm.
Podcasting went from 100,000 to about 1 billion.
Mhm.
Magazines, newspapers are going to slide down. Podcasts are going up.
Mhm.
Ain't no
So
doubt
y'all
about it.
got in at the ground floor of the shit. It ain't like trying to get a radio station when Power 99 already popping in your city and trying
Right.
to compete with them niggas. Y'all got in before Power. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's up to y'all to cultivate y'all network like y'all been doing. You know what I mean? Just so that when the shit start flying around and motherfuckers want motherfuckers that got what y'all got, y'all solid.
Our reach is good,
It's
yo.
about that. No, that's what it's about. That's what they want to see. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? That's where the numbers is at, because I don't want to market shit just to South Philly.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Might want to market some shit in South Philly though, so that works out for y'all too.
Always.
But I don't want to market just to South Philly.
Right.
We never gonna forget home, but we gotta get everybody.
No.
It's more about, like, you know what I'm saying, broadening.
Absolutely.
Broad-
But y'all have
broaden
any
your whole-
plans that y'all want to share about what y'all
Oh, you took my question.
things y'all got? See, be on my heels, young scrappy.
Like I said, we
I was
are
patiently
planning
waiting.
a live show. We trying to do a live podcast with / like a little comedy joint at two comedians.
Shoulders down merch coming
In
soon.
between, we
giveaway.
definitely shoulders down. Shirts will be coming soon.
Scully's hoodies.
As for Monarks, we got a lot of stuff coming for the winter. We got a lot of stuff coming for the winter, so stay tuned.
The turkey
I think
giveaway.
varsity jacket's about to drop soon. But I got a lot of stuff planned for the winter, so inshallah all that come through.
Word. Definitely, man. Well, you know how I feel about y'all, man. I want y'all to win, and I know y'all gonna win. And I'm gonna try to meet y'all in Vegas on some real
Yeah,
shit.
get there.
For sure.
Get there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But just before we get out of here, I want everybody to clarify. We're gonna start with Saf. Let the people know where to find all your shiggity.
So you know you can find your girl on The Scene Magazine. So you can find me on thescenemagazine.com and on social media platforms on The Scene Magazine. And personally, holla at your girl at Sunny Brick.
Add your boy 32B on Instagram.
You can follow the show at OLF Podcast on Instagram. You can follow me at OLF Podcast 717. You can catch us on WTNUphilly.com every Sunday live from 12 to 2. And we on YouTube every Wednesday. Wednesday morning we send the video out, so hit us up, get with us. And don't forget to follow me at ASPHALT Monarks for the clothing line.
Hold a minute. Our episode drop. Yeah, by the time y'all see this,
That don't be out tomorrow.
we'll be
morning.
out
Yeah,
Right.
on the
tomorrow
episode.
morning.
Right.
I just want to make sure that I had that. Yeah, our joint. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's this week. Yeah,
Yes.
so we lit.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
waiting
So
for that.
if you see this after that, go back and watch the OLF
For
podcast
sure. Go
with
back.
Sammie and Sonny. We had a ball with these guys, man.
We
We
sure
talked
did.
about some cool shit. top 5 mixtapes is an interesting category, so y'all might want to see how that went. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Some dope shit. But no,
We had some other interesting questions too.
Did y'all get mine in?
Yeah.
You called, right?
You know,
Yeah, we got into some of our shit. If you don't know us, we like to get into this shit sometime. With our
Yeah, y'all got
questions.
into the shits. It was real cool though. So make sure y'all check not only that episode, but check them all out. But I think that was 134. So check 134 out for sure. But
Definitely
check them all out.
134.
Yo, she be working, right? That was crazy. She just fucked me up.
I like the
Niggas
plan.
don't know their own count. But like no, real shit. I think I got 2 episode 19s on YouTube right now. Oh, you fixed it? I had 2 of the same. Like I was like, oh, we won back. But anyway, as you may or may not already know, the Sippin' with Sammie podcast drops every Thursday at 4 p.m. on YouTube and every other streaming platform. Happy hour type shit. So you get me on Thursday, then you see me on Friday, 4 to 6 p.m. on glocawearradiostation, the best happy hour in the world on the greatest station in the nation.
For sure.
So once I get Wednesdays and Saturdays back, it's over for you drinking motherfuckers.
Oh.
No, that's perfect. See, we got Wednesday, you got Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
See what I'm saying? We
There you
go.
go. There you go.
No, but that's what it is. And we do have a double pod coming soon with the OLF podcast.
Yes, we
We
will.
trying to figure out a time to get a majority of the good bros in the room together with us, man, so we can kick some shit, sip some shit, and cross market these things, man.
Yeah,
For
for sure.
Put the branding on.
For sure.
How about
Definitely.
it?
That's the
But
move.
this has been Sippin' with Sammie. I am Sippin' with Sammie. Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Get your fucking life together. And we see you next week.
Been on my G shit, y'all niggas ain't fucking with me. The bumper clap. It is what it is, and what it is what it's gon' be. And y'all been on some crumb shit, I guess that comes naturally. But I be on my G shit, y'all niggas ain't fucking with me. Yes, I know.
Groove set, fall back, ain't vicious. Sam Malone, that boy known on park benches. Barstools, trenches, up and down 9-5. Life been hectic, so I feel tank and drive. Hot plane, swap mind frame, flip flop James. Fucking time, man, for this time frame, it's mine, man. Couple nods and dips, but after trip, it's grind, man. So I twisted ting a palm tree and breathe.
Been on my G shit, y'all niggas ain't fucking with me. It is what it is, and what it is what it's gon' be. Y'all been on some crumb shit, I guess that comes naturally. But I be on my G shit, y'all niggas ain't fucking with me.
So what's it gonna be? Let's talk about it, like.
I mean, I guess tonight's the night to do it if we gon' do it.
I mean, let's move then, cause I ain't really with the nut shit, you know what I'm saying?
Solid. It is what it is. Been on my G shit, y'all niggas ain't fucking with me. It is what it is, and what it is what it's gon' be. Y'all been on some crumb shit, I guess that comes naturally. But I be on my G shit, y'all niggas ain't fucking with me. Been on my G shit, y'all niggas ain't fucking with me. It is what it is, and what it is what it's gon' be. And y'all been on some crumb shit, I guess that comes naturally. But I be on my G shit, y'all niggas ain't fucking with me.
Yeah, no. The ultimate edition. To the hottest thing I talk, the hottest thing I walk, the hottest thing I move on the streets, eh? No one can touch this. Talk to them, we're done, we kill everything we see. Murderation, we kill everything we see. See? Yeah.